What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for this week's episode of Attack on Titan Season 3. And, yo, this episode, new favorite episode, Attack on Titan, with studios. I'm speechless from what I just watched. This episode was fucking phenomenal. Look, you guys remember, I talked about this comment that was dropped on my Attack on Titan review, I want to say 2 weeks ago, in my reviews that were, from a couple weeks back, where I said, oh, you thought this is amazing, you should, be prepared to have a heart attack, next week, because as a manga reader, I know what's going down. And, last week was pretty good. It was amazing. It was awesome. I loved it. It had its amazing moments, but it wasn't on the level of the episodes that came before it in the previous couple of weeks. This week, however, this week's a different story. This tops them all. This week's episode was phenomenal. Oh my god, the stuff with Royd Race's Titan form. Oh my god, and Historia. Give this woman a round of applause right now, everyone. Give it up off your. The amount of growth this woman has had in like 4 or 5 episodes is ridiculous. Like, she has gone from back in like season 1, I guess you can also probably say season 2, but not as bad. This cute little girl that you wanted to protect. You thought was cool. She thought she was cute. And it was kind of weird with Ymir kind of like always up on her constantly. Then, in Season 2, she had, like, little stuff with Ymir. But here in Season 3, Jesus fucking Christ, I feel like I'm not even looking at the same person. Like there's so much has happened to her from the, when she just got from. She knows her family. She talks about, with her father. Oh! I cannot treat Attack on Titan's greatness enough right now. It boggles my mind. How Attack on Titan has had such a huge jump in quality. Like, Season 1, Season 2, they were amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, but they were pretty good, but I would almost say, like, I wouldn't love it if some people are like, oh yeah, Attack on Titan's my favorite anime. I'm like, yeah, it had its moments where I was definitely with the story, but I was never like, yes, this is on the level of FMA, SAO, Erase, of Naruto, Bleach, Hiroaka. It was never that high. But this season, I'm like, this might actually end up being in my top 10 favorite animes of all time. If Attack on Titan can keep up this standard of quality throughout the rest of the whole season now, I feel like it'll probably dip back into, maybe the usual Attack on Titan with the second half. Because it seems like the second half is definitely more like what Attack on Titan usually is, humans versus Titans. So I wouldn't be surprised if Attack on Titan from then on kind of goes, eh. But everyone else is going to be like, yes, thank God, finally, enough of that human versus human bullshit. I hate that arc. But frankly, I guess, if you hated this arc, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this arc is fucking phenomenal. This is one of the best anime arcs I've ever seen. The intrigue, the mystery, what's not to love? Unless you're just really one of those people that are like, oh, I just watch Attack on Titan for the fight, then why the fuck are you watching the show? Like, if the only reason you're watching a particular show is because of the action, stop watching it. Like I don't like I love Dragon Ball. Yes, I do love the fights, but I also like the characters and the story from there. It's not just like, oh yeah, I only like Attack on Titan just for the fights. I like it for the story. Well, I mean Dragon Ball, but Attack on Titan I've always loved it for the story and a bit for and like not so much the characters, but it was always the story and definitely the action that always made the key. But now I could care less about the action. I just want more of the story. Anyway, enough of me gushing. Let us begin. So after a quick flashback of all the shit that's gone down in these last episodes, we then get back to Royd Royce and I love the Titan vision they give him. Like, I love it, like the vision they give the Titans here. I love it. I love, like, it's green, like, it's predominantly green, but then, like, you see the lights of, like, what's beyond the wall and all that stuff. And the way the way that it shows it feels like Royd Royce is going, like, super fast. Like, he's sprinting like a xenomorph. From the Alien franchise? But when you actually see him crawling, it doesn't seem like he's going that fast, but when you see him there, so, I don't know, that kind of looked a little over, it seems like he's like almost like sprinting like the Flash when you see him in his Titan vision and everything, but when you actually see him just crawling, it's the same speed. It doesn't look like he's even going that fast. Like, he's not like, it's more like, You know, it doesn't seem like that. You know. But and then we just see the man's eyes, because as we see like his face is pretty much just stuck in the ground. We're just seeing like kind of dragging his whole body around with his face, you know, just being dragged along with it. But we actually just see his eyes, and when we see the rest of his face later on, damn, I can't wait to talk about that part. Man, Attack on Titan is so good right now. I love this show to death now. Anyway, so we see his eyes, and man, the dude's eyes, that's just the stuff of nightmares, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. That's the stuff. And alright, so we just see like coming towards the camera. We then get back to Erwin and Historia, where, of course, because Erwin told the dude that, I was like, remember last week when the dude told him, like, so how are we gonna evacuate the people? He's like, we're not evacuated. They're staying right here. It was like, what? Nani? What do you mean we're staying? And then, of course, he reacts accordingly, grabbing Erwin by his shirt, and he's just like, what are you talking about? I'm not evacuating. And then he says, like, calm down. I got a contingency plan. As Hanji goes on and explains, she says that Erwin, that he is an abnormal. He doesn't care about the small thing. He is aiming towards the cluster. The biggest cluster, the huge destiny of people, which is, of course, inside the wall. So that's where he's heading. He's not going to care about all the little farmers and everything. The guys outside the wall, like the little small fry. He don't care about that. All he cares about is getting to where the population is, where everybody is, which is, of course, like I said, inside the wall. But they do have a plan. They're going to have like a little emergency evacuation, just so in case shit goes south, they at least have a backup plan to keep the people safe. But they're pretty much confident, like, yeah, we're not going to need to do that. So we get back to inside the walls. Oh, and guys, by the way, one last thing before I got a couple of things before I get back to the actual episode. Back when Hanji was explaining stuff with him being an abnormal and everything, they actually showed that Eren tried to see if he could control Roid Race with his, Titan controlling ability he learned back in Season 2. It honestly doesn't work, and I love the look Levi gives him. I just love that look Levi gives him. He just, Eren's like, stop, Titan! He's like punching the air. Levi just looks at him. That look Levi gives him, it cracked me up. And... but I'd also, guys, let me talk about the dub real quick, because of course, Toonami, Attack on Titan, dub. Dub episode this week, great as always. But guys, I cannot wait for Toonami to get here, to get to this point in the series when we got kick-ass episode after kick-ass episode after kick-ass episode. Like these, last 3 or 4 episodes. I am so hyped to see these dub, because like I said, I love the dub to Attack on Titan. I do like it more than the sub. While I will say I kind of like Levi's Japanese voice actor a little bit more than his English one. I just overall like this overall sound, not so much as acting ability, more or less just the sound of Levi's Japanese voice. I like a little bit more than his English one, but I cannot wait to see this dub, especially last week, or 2 weeks ago I should say. This series is so good. I can't wait to rewatch it dubbed. You guys know how much I love the dub for Attack on Titan, so yeah, I'm hyped as hell to see, that dub. Anyway, back to the episode at hand. So we get back, so we're inside the wall. Excuse me. We get inside the wall. She's like, they got one of the soldiers trying to explain, like, oh yeah, this is they're using dummy Titans, and cannons, don't worry. Jesus. They're going to be using dummy Titans, this is going to be a massive exercise, nothing like you've ever seen before. And this old guy in the front is like, hey, man, I got a store I got to open up in a couple hours. Can we call it a day now? Because I got to open my store and make that paper. And she's like, no, it's coming. Go take the day out. He's like, yeah, I don't think so. And then everyone else is kind of like, yo, whatever, what is this bullshit? Like, what is this? Like, they talk about, that they don't care what's going on. And if you look at, actually, while you're watching this part of the episode, you can actually see the old guy literally grabbing the woman by her shirt, shaking her. I guess he's trying to convince her to let them go. I thought that was actually kind of funny if you actually look back there and notice that. So that was kind of funny. And so then one of the guys is like, what is that? And they look up. It's smoke from Royd's Titan form. And we see him just, just crawl over to the wall. And then we see everyone dropping cannons. They're going like, bah, 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 bah. Like, and actually, I love what Levi says when Anji asks, like, hey, are they doing any damage? He's like, they're slightly better than pissing insects. I love that line from Levi. In other words, he means they're doing fuck all. But we do see them as they're firing. We actually see the other guys. The scouts were like the last. We're like the last hope. Like, if the cannons don't end up working, you guys are our last chance, our last stand to take out, Royd's Titanfall. And we see throughout, and we see everyone setting up. We see Historia actually. We actually see Historia. Like I said, Historia got a lot of Historia has had so much growth through this arc. In these last few episodes, it's astounding. I feel like I'm not even looking at the same character anymore. And as we know, then as Aaron tells us, hey, about, I'm sure Levi already told you about you being the queen, if this goes work, yada 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 yada. But Aaron says yeah, because of that, I don't think it's a good idea for you to be on the front lines like that. And I love what Historia says. She's like, people aren't going to take a queen by name alone. Which is so true. Like, with everything that's been going down Attack on Titan recently, the people aren't just gonna take a story like, okay, you're part of the real world family. Okay, they're not going to introduce her with open arms. Like, she's gonna have to prove herself that yeah, I know what I'm doing, guys. I know what I'm doing. And I love how Sora's willing to take this to take the extra steps to of course risk her life, put her life on the line. Just to really prove a point that, yeah, she is ready to take this role, and that this is definitely the best way for the people to warm up to her and definitely take her and accept her as their queen, is to show her that, yeah, she was on the front lines when all this shit went down. I love that about her story. I love that she did that. And we actually see Aaron and the others, and Aaron's talking about how, he realizes he ain't the top dog anymore. And I like the little flat, and Aaron has also gotten a lot of character development here too. Aaron realizes, he ain't the top dog. He ain't that special. Like he says, he's a nobody. He always thought, everything that happened to him was for a bigger purpose, which was, of course, saving humanity and all that. So he thought he was their last hope. And he talks about the stuff in season 1. When people died for him, he thought it was just normal because of what he had to do. Of course, when he talked about how that he hated Titans more than anything, he hated Titans. But when he became a Titan, and the midpoint of season 1, he felt nothing. Because he thought it would help him to, of course, help save humanity. But he realizes now that he ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't special. He ain't shit. And then, and I love this stuff with the 3 kids. Where Aaron notices, these 3 kids just kind of playing around while they're setting up everything on the wall. And Aaron says, how much it reminds him of that day, back in season 1, when Aaron, Mikasa, and Armin saw the Colossal Titan. I love the little callbacks it's having back to season 1 with those kids, and when Aaron was there and talked about and Aaron and Armin talks about how that kids don't expect to see a Titan that's bigger than the wall. So yeah, I love that. And he says that but this is different than what happened back when this happened to us. We're prepared. We got an ace. There are soldiers here ready to fight and take this fucker down. Oh, the kid. And then Aaron starts punching himself! Legit, he starts punching himself! And Mika's just like she's confused. And Jansen's holding him, and he's like, dude, it's too early for you to go Titan mode! He's like, ugh. Yeah, I just wanted to get that pussy out of me. Yeah, and I guess beating, and he actually, and he hit himself pretty hard. These were little punches. He was legit, actually punching himself. Because you see, his nose is bleeding and everything. So, Aaron put some power behind those punches. Anyway. And so, we see the other guys are, getting they're, throwing their cannons and everything. And we see, and then, and then the Titan starts getting, really close to the wall. At this point, Aaron prepares himself. Goes in Titan mode, and then there's those little kids that, she knows that actually there's another Titan there, because they know it's a little bit of Royd's by this point, because by this point he actually standing up already, and we see him. Oh my god, Royd's Titanfall. We saw him when he was on the ground, but now we see him standing up. And oh my god, how the fuck did this get past the census? Like, I'm legit shocked that they actually got away with this, because this is pretty gruesome. I mean, like, just look what happened with TG. You know, there's a lot of searches that went down TG, but I'm like shocked that which studios was able to get away with this. Like, because literally, his entire face is completely exposed. Like, muscles, brain, everything. His tongue, like, half of his face is pretty much gone. And then you see his actual body itself, and his intestines literally come out. Like, he stands up and he's like, I don't know what the hell this is, his liver, his pelvis, I'm not a doctor. And just like spills down, just hits the wall, and then we see the blood, that's like, you know, like is actually on the wall, and it drops, and I'm like, oh, damn, And like before that, we saw that, you know, we saw that the actually hits him, but at this point, you know, Aaron Erwin goes into plan how he thinks to really beat the Titans, you know, beat Roy's Titan form, which is that to kill this Titan, to do the thorn blow, is to pretty much just just shove barrels of gunpowder down its throat. So they gotta make sure that his mouth is like completely wide open, so that way it can blow up from the inside, blowing up the nape, and of course killing this thing once and for all. But they're like, but it's a gamble because they don't even know they ain't even hiding though. Because like I said, we've seen it dragging its entire body. It's like including its face. So we don't even know if it even has it now. So we could just be So it's a gamble. But. And I love when you know they actually hit him with like these two little barrels full of gunpowder that like kind of like work like ODM gear, where like just fire them off, and they like at their sides, and like the Titan gets off balance, it falls to the ground. And I love it when Aaron just runs up there with the barrels. It's like the music. Oh my god, I need to top this real quick. Okay, the music of this episode, sweet Jesus, I need this OST. Oh my god, this episode, all that music. That amazing music we've seen. Now the Attack on Titan C3's OST has had some pretty good tracks. We've seen, like, you know, a few weeks back, we had that like a couple weeks back when Historia, like, you know, went up against her father and he like threw her to the ground. That song was lit. But here, and the use of slow motion when Aaron is running towards, like, yes, perfect. It is absolute perfection. I can't gush about this episode enough. So anyway, Aaron gets over there, he shoves the barrels in its mouth, blows them. Ooh, that explosion. Ooh, that explosion. Which studios? Amazing art and animation. I love that. How you see like his body get like bigger and bigger and bigger before and his entire body just explodes, and then you got pieces and chunks of him just flying all over the place. Aaron tells everyone, finish him off with ODM gear, shoot it to the head. And everyone else takes care of him, because if they don't, you know, he's gonna regenerate. So like, you know, it reminded me back in Z. You remember? Like when the couple times when Majin Buu did blow up, they would try to just like blow up, like, you know, just like take Kaiba to the recipe so they wouldn't so that he wouldn't grow back. Both times that failed, but here it actually worked. So we see Mikasa, Levi, Colony, and oh my god, Historia. Oh my god, Historia. So we see everyone else taking out the chunks. Art animation is amazing, and then we see Historia. We actually see a little bit extra more of the conversation between Erwin and Historia, where, you know, he says, like, you know, yeah, he's like, yeah, but I still can't, you know, let you go out into actual combat. And she's like begging with him, like, you know, please let me do this. I finally know what my duty is. And like I said, she feels like, and honestly, she has to prove herself in order to gain the trust of the people, so that they won't revolt again against her. So they're like, you're just member of the royal family, okay? What are you gonna do? Come on, show me something. So it's like, as I said before, Historia needs to do this in order just so that she can gain the trust of the people, so that they know it's okay. This woman got something. And then, you know, we see this huge chunk, which is actually where the nape is, you know, where Rod is, and Historia goes charging towards it, and the art animation. And I love you guys remember back in season 2 when Historia had that little moment where she did that fancy like flips and shit in season 2 with that very out of place song? It was like around the end of season 2. We get something similar to that, but oh my gosh, it's so much more badass. So she comes in there with those blades, and and finishes him off. Oh, and I love the art animation. Oh. And then Historia actually sees Royd's memories. He sees him when he's like behind bars. He's like, Father, why did this wicked destroy the Tides? What's the problem? What would you do? Like, I'm assuming he was probably in prison because he wasn't completely 100% like, yes, let us rule over the people and create Titans and shit. That's so that's what I'm assuming. So there was that. There was this one time when he was with a maid that said like, you're the only one that understands me. The stuff with his sister. The stuff with I believe his brother. I believe when he became a Titan, the stuff with his daughter when she became the Titan. And so then we see a story. She's kind of just like laying on top of this like wagon or whatever you want to call it. She's like, was that seeing shit? Yeah, who cares? And so she's like, so then she stands up and from like where she announces to the world that I am here. I had to throw in a Hero Walker reference. It was perfect timing. That she is the Historia race, the next the true heir to the throne. And so we then get back to Kenny, or he's like, half his face is like burned, so so Kenny now looks like Two-Face, and he's like takes off his gear and chills by this tree, where then he is met by our boy Levi. And where Levi's like, again, he's like, oh great. He's like, so Levi's like, seems like your entire unit was crushed before. Were you the sole survivor? It seems so. He tells the guy, okay, report back. I got this. So he reports back, and then then Leo points out, like, with those burns and bleeding, dude, there's no point saving you. It's like, and we get these flashbacks to when to Kenny's past, including this one. Including we get a little bit extra more of that shot that we saw back in episode 2. Remember that kid? Remember that shot of that starving kid that I said that was probably Levi? We see a little bit more. It was like, hey, you got a name, and we see him like kind of slowly like look up, and then that cliffhanger where we see Kenny has the Titan formula with the syringe and everything. Oh, next week's gonna be fucking lit, everybody. Next week is going to be fucking hype. Like, so we're gonna be focused on Kenny's past, about like this relationship with this other guy. It's gonna be hype. I can't wait to see it. Anyway, so hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it. Link to the rocks below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys. Oh, and also, by the way, my final verdict, if you couldn't guess already, it is of course a 10 out of 10 legendary rating. Anyway, see you guys next time.